Hello, Year 2. Welcome to our next English lesson this week. So today, the date is Tuesday, the 2nd of March, 2021, and the learning objective is plan compound sentences. So please pause the video here to write the date and learning objective in your English book. Well done, Year 2. So as you can see here, we have our thinking boxes to success, which we developed together in the last lesson. So I'm just going to share these with you. So this week you are going to be writing a recount in the style of a letter to myself and the staff and children in Year 2. So the purpose is to share information on something that has happened. So you're sharing information on term 3 and the beginning of term 4 whilst you've been learning at home or whilst you've been learning in school. As I just shared, the audience is myself in Year 2, and your letters will be shared in class next week, which is really exciting. Thinking about our key features, it'd be amazing if you could start the letter with Dear Miss Heard and introduce the letter, so explain why you were writing. It's important that you write in first person as it's happened to you. And it'd be great to write in the past tense when you're describing your experiences of learning as that's already happened. It'd be great to use descriptive language, so thinking about using our noun phrases so that your audience can picture that time of being there with you. And within your letter, it'd be great to describe your thoughts and feelings as well. Thinking about our grammar skills, today we're going to be particularly focusing on using coordinating conjunctions. And the example of these conjunctions are and, but, so, for. And I've chosen that this lesson is a use it lesson rather than a try it lesson, as this isn't a new skill to us in Year 2. So it's a great opportunity to begin using it already. Of course, we can add detail for our audience by using expanded noun phrases when there is more than one adjective before the noun. And it's really important that we punctuate our sentences correctly using capital letters, full stops, commas if we're using expanded noun phrases, question marks or exclamation marks. So it might be that you're not using all of these punctuation types today, but when it comes to writing your letter, I know that you've planned your questions, for example, so it'd be great to remember your question marks. Okay, so today we're going to be planning compound sentences that we can use in our letter tomorrow. And compound sentences are a great thing to use as they join together ideas and share even more information with the audience. So we're going to review our learning from previously and just remind ourselves of what a compound sentence is. So these coordinating conjunctions here, and, but, so, for, are used to join together two main clauses that make sense on their own. This creates a compound sentence. So that's really key information that we need to keep hold of. The main clauses must make sense on their own. So either side of the conjunction, we have a simple sentence that makes sense on its own. Here's an example. I wanted to play with my favourite toys. Full stop. I made time for breaks. Full stop. So at the moment, we have two simple sentences here with a full stop at the end of each sentence. To create a compound sentence, we can swap this full stop for a coordinating conjunction to join them together as two main clauses. So for example, I wanted to play with my favourite toys, so I made time for breaks. So we have used the coordinating conjunction so to join together the two main clauses to create a compound sentence. So can you see here, so has replaced the full stop. Okay, so let's have a think about our letter and the questions that we were answering yesterday when we were noting our ideas. So there's going to be a shared activity, okay? So the first question is, what have you enjoyed whilst learning at home or at school? I've written, I have loved riding my bike. Full stop. I have enjoyed playing football. Full stop. So I'm wondering, year 2, what coordinating conjunction could we use here instead of this full stop to join together the two main clauses? So I have loved riding my bike and I have enjoyed playing football. Or could it be, I have loved riding my bike, but I have enjoyed playing football? Could it be, I have loved riding my bike, so I have enjoyed playing football? Or could it be for? Remember, for is very similar to the conjunction because. I have loved riding my bike, for I have enjoyed playing football. That would be like saying, I've loved riding my bike because I have enjoyed playing football. What do you think, year 2? It'd be great to pause the video here and have a conversation around which coordinating conjunction would make sense in joining these two main clauses together. Well done, year 2. So the coordinating conjunction, which would be most suitable to use here, is and. So shall we read that sentence together now using that coordinating conjunction? I have loved riding my bike and I have enjoyed playing football. Well done, year 2. Thank you for joining in with me. Okay, the next question says, which piece of learning do you feel really proud of? So I have two simple sentences here, which make sense on their own, because that's the really important thing we must remember. And I'm wondering which coordinating conjunction can replace this full stop to join together these two main clauses, these two ideas. So I'm going to read the sentence to you, and then afterwards I'd like you to pause the video and discuss which conjunction would be most suitable. I feel really proud of my handwriting. I have made huge improvements with joining my letters. Well done, year 2. Great thinking. So the coordinating conjunction which makes sense here is for. As the coordinating conjunction for is very similar to because. So let's read it together. I feel really proud of my handwriting, for I have made huge improvements with joining my letters. So if we were to use because there, that would also make sense. But of course, that isn't a coordinating conjunction, hence why we are focusing on using for today. Just also want to draw your attention to this phrase here, huge improvements. What type of phrase is that, year 2? Well done, it is a noun phrase. Huge being the adjective, improvements being the noun. And I've chosen to use a noun phrase here to add detail for the audience. Brilliant, year 2. We're going to have a look at the next two questions now. So what have you found challenging? How did you overcome this? So again, I've got two simple sentences, but I'm looking to replace this full stop and use a coordinating conjunction in the middle to join together these two ideas. I found selecting money challenging. I practiced this skill using coins at home. So which coordinating conjunction could join together these two ideas? Please pause the video here to discuss your thinking. Well done, year 2. So the coordinating conjunction, which is most suitable to use here, is so. Because to begin with, it says, I found money challenging. So as a result of that, I practiced this skill using coins at home. Okay, should we read that together? I found selecting money challenging, so I practiced this skill using coins at home. Well done, year 2. And as you can see at the end of the sentence, there is always a full stop. Okay, the last question we're going to look at together is, how do you feel about coming back to school? Of course, if you're already in school, the question is, how do you feel about all the children returning to school? The sentences I've written so far are, I feel excited to see my friends. Of course, when spelling the word friends, we can use fry ends to help us, can't we? So I feel excited to see my friends, full stop. I will miss spending time with my family, full stop. So I'm wondering, how can we replace this first full stop so that we are joining together these two main clauses with a coordinating conjunction in the middle? Please pause the video here to discuss which coordinating conjunction makes sense here. Well done, Year 2. So the missing coordinating conjunction is but, as we are sharing an opposite point of view, so an opposite idea. So I feel excited. It's a really happy emotion to see my friends, but so on the other hand, an opposite emotion, I will miss spending time with my family. So that can be quite a sad feeling, can't it? So the coordinating conjunction, which makes sense here, is but. Should we read that sentence together? I feel excited to see my friends, but I will miss spending time with my family. Well done, Year 2. Thank you for joining in with me. So your task for today is to use your notes from yesterday to write a compound sentence which answers each question. You do not need to write the questions again. Okay, I've just put them on this slide here to help you. Of course, you can turn back in your book and look at your last page of writing to help you. So we have the 4 questions. What have you enjoyed whilst learning at home or in school? Which piece of learning do you feel really proud of? What have you found challenging? How did you overcome this? How do you feel about coming back to school, or how do you feel about all the children returning to school? So as there are 4 questions, I'd like you to plan 1 sentence which answers each question. So that means 4 compound sentences all together. The coordinating conjunctions are here to help you with remembering which ones you can use. And during our shared task together today, as you can see, we used and, for, so, and but. So each time I was thinking, how can I use a different coordinating conjunction to challenge myself? As I know, the coordinating conjunction I practiced in Year 1. So we want to be thinking about using a range of these coordinating conjunctions. And there's a little reminder here. Remember to use your capital letter at the start of your compound sentence and a full stop at the end of a sentence. Of course, if you're mentioning a name or a subject, so for example, maths, for example, you will also use a capital letter here, okay? So I hope you have lots of fun planning your compound sentences, Year 2, and I'm really looking forward to them on Class Dojo, as it will give me a little insight to what your letter will be like tomorrow, which I'm really looking forward to reading. So well done for flying high in English, Year 2.